I was like, no, look how she's built already. Like I was always body. She doesn't like to show her arms because she has naturally toned arms. That
Yeah,
was
that's
really
goals.
enough, you know.
That's those for some people.
And then they talked and talked, and my daughter cried about it. I was like, you know what, go ahead. It's just like my kids will not do gymnastics unless you leave my house. You can. But the way we're set up now, see, track is something I'm still trying to swallow, or gymnastics to really go and now make yourself physically look like a man.
No,
But do
baby.
you see? But do you see how you project
We
those
project it,
fears?
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
projecting upon your kid,
And then
Yeah.
But the thing is though, like eventually,
Yeah.
and
Use
those
the
are the things
microphone,
that
Sister
can
John.
they
Sister
can,
Obi, give
skyrocket
Sister.
yeah,
them to
skyrocketed,
Sister
like
Obi,
yeah.
give Sister John.
But because of that, they're
yeah,
not gonna get that.
because of your fears.
Yeah, they will not
You
get
want
the
to hold them back.
opportunity. You preventing them from getting it.
Yeah, and swimming makes you
let's
broad,
finish the
by the way.
conversation.
Swimming makes you broad with
It's
no
better.
hips.
It's
No,
better.
you
I mean,
get
we already have no hips. I used to have
no.
anything. We already have no
Track a
hips, so
better
we might as
figure
well
than
enhance them.
swimming.
Oh, no hips now. So at the end of the day, though, when well, in the process of my daughter actually getting into my kids were literally athletes or whatever, swimming, and this one is branching out and she's swimming because in my house, as for me in my house, we'll serve the Lord and we'll swim.
Oh,
So okay, now you want to run. Under what condition you're going to hit the pool in the morning? Because they have early morning practice. Come home, get ready for school. Then whatever you do after school, that's on you. Until she literally left my house for my house, like she graduated.
I can check it out. I'll be
Money
watching.
for sure, but she started okay. Now you can stop, and that's how she stopped. But see, the thing is, now we're not talking about a lifestyle of health. Because I'm this skinny doesn't mean I'm healthy anymore. And my dad actually showed me that.
Yeah.
You understand? And I started having a couple of health issues after I had my kids. Yeah, I look nice on the outside. You may not see stretch marks to see that I had kids, but on the inside, there are some cracks. So like the hormones are acting out, the periods are not like it used to be, like the backs are starting to hurt and stuff. Like I'm starting to have like a couple of muscle situations, but nobody can see it. It's on the inside. So then my daughter starts talking to me about let's work out during the pandemic. And I'm the worst person to work out because I'm going to the gym with you, but I have a sandwich in my hand for
Yeah.
before and after.
Oh God.
You understand? And then when we get there and the teacher is saying do this, I do one and I start screaming. The whole class is distracted because why are you trying to kill me? Like I'm here to help myself, but you're not helping me. Like I'm just off piece. For 1 year, it was a challenge. So it got to the point where my daughter goes, okay, we will no longer work out with you. I'm sorry because I come in here happy, and then you always piss me off every time.
Oh,
So one day I had major cramps, and then I was asking her, so what do you do when you're cramping? She was like, oh, I don't know what that is. Like, I don't cramp. I never cramped until after my seventh child. That's why I say my hormones started tripping. So, but I have daughters who cramp because my mom was one of those that in her cycle, she would be in the hospital, it was bad. She had it severe. And then I have two daughters that are kind of go through, but the oldest never knows what. But she says, whenever I feel bad about anything and I'm sick, working out helps me. You might want to try it.
yeah,
So that
that's
stuck in
true.
my head the first month, the second month, on the third month, I said, let me try it. Is it not just 30 minutes? So I was like, hey, we're having this conversation. Before you know it now, it's 11:30. That's how I said looking at it. Like 30 minutes goes by so fast.
Yeah.
So the goal was to reduce the pressure. Was because I didn't need to be toned. I liked the way my body looked. I was skinny enough, and then I had my abs. But then I started noticing the feeling, like my joints they stopped hurting. The cramps started reducing. You see, I started getting like I became stronger. I was not always in my bed because at that point I was always in bed, like always. Like it's like any little thing I do, pick up my kids, whatever. Like straight, I love my bed. I love my room. So any little thing I can be in my bed, and I was always tired. So I started getting energy. So the feeling, the rush I would get after each workout. So the goal was now to, I didn't know what the goal was because my whole thing was like, okay, like, oh, I'm looking at like my abs are more defined. Oh, that's a goal. I'm getting attention. I'm not even noticing, but my friends on Instagram are like, my high school friends, Chinix. Now, wow, this your. I'm like, what? You really? I'll go to him and say, it's true. I'll go to my letters and be like, is there a difference in my, yeah, girl, like your. So I started liking that. So, but the whole end result was that what they didn't realize was that my health started, but my doctor's report started looking better.
Yeah.
So now what drives me is the fact that if I don't work out, I may get a little joint like muscle pull.
Mm.
And it's true. Like if I'm traveling, there's no way I'm traveling like on Monday and then like I don't work out. I'm going to work out the day before. I'm going to work out the 2 days before. I'm going to work out the day before just in case I'm not able to work out that morning, right? And I'm going to drink my water. You know why? You're looking at it as I'm trying to look nice. No, I'm only trying to I can get on the plane and keep my legs down and not hurt
Yeah.
because they will hurt. I'm talking about bad hurt. Like I see somebody's pulling my blood, like the doctor will say, oh, maybe it's semi-arthritis and all. So when I'm doing things for my health, to you it may seem something else, but I know my goal.
Right.
My goal is to when I get to my mom's age, so I don't walk like my mom and her sisters. I don't end up like my grandmothers who had serious joint issues or whatever. I don't end up like my dad who today does he need insulin? Does he not? I don't want that. I want to have my whole team. I've seen people that got their whole dentition pulled out. I don't want that.
Yeah.
So that's the goal is to. So what happens when I get to that age now is not what I want to call a goal. Like that's the end. That's the end result of something. So when you leave something like a lifestyle, it's no longer like a lifestyle. Because working out for me is not a lifestyle anymore. Like I'm telling you, at 3 a.m. when I knew this was it for me was when I'm out in front of my cousin's apartment outside. Crackheads walking around and all. And I'm looking around, but I'm working out. I'm on my Zoom this and I'm working out 30 minutes. Like that's all I need. And when I'm done every day, I'll be like, thank you, Jesus. There's no space in there to do it. You understand? Because my thing is, I need to be able to go to bed tomorrow and not have joint pain. That's the whole end goal for me is that to be able to get tomorrow and not have joint pain. You understand? So I feel like goals. We need to call it something else because when we call it goals, it becomes just like New Year resolutions. Like, why is it a New Year resolution? Why can't it be a lifestyle? You understand? This is the lifestyle. Like, you feed your kids, that's a lifestyle. That's not the goal. The goal is to make sure they don't get malnourished and die. Like what Pastor Frank was saying, God, if you don't bless me, it's 419 because suicide is a sin. So when you don't have money to feed yourself, you committed suicide. You better go do what you gotta do to put money in your bank account to be able to eat. Because I know someone that hunger killed Uncle Ben Jack. I'm like, what happened to him? I said, oh, Ben Jack, I Google it. What?
Sorry.
Cause of death is I Google Uncle Ben Jack. I'm like, what? So in this whole village, you going back for food, you now die.
Oh, help us, Jesus.
And now when I went home like last year or whatever, my son is like, what are you looking at me for? Your husband died from hunger. I hope you know you're not because if you're looking at me, you're going to die, you'll be the next casualty. Go beg for food. You know, like seriously. So these things, so the end goal is to make sure your kids don't die from hunger, right?
Amen.
Nigerian hunger, they don't know. I felt it. Oh no, I felt it for 2 days, Pastor Frank. That thing almost took me out. Nigeria is not the place to go. And they came from America too. And they go ask somebody, they will just laugh. They'll just no for real. Like I had to tell my cousin, I'm serious. She's like, Chinix, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. I haven't worked you so long. Oh God, like I was doing TPU. It's been packed. And the pack is gone. And now the pack is not packed. Girl, give my kids bread now. They'll be like, oh mommy, thank you so much. These are the ones you buy all kinds of food for, and they're like, oh, is this it? You're like, guys, why would you? Man, you're disturbing us. We asked you to do all that shopping? Really? My sister, give them bread now. And tea, no sugar in tea, no milk. Just burn it. Let my kids sit there. Nigerian hunger is real. So the goal is to keep these kids healthy and alive. But what's the end? You understand? So we put pressure on ourselves when we talk about goals. Really. Like, I wouldn't want to even say it as a lifestyle or whatever, but so it's just my work.
Because okay, I understand when you say that the goal is a lifestyle. Most people put goals is because certain things that you can just come out and start doing it. So you have to set a goal. Let me say, for example, I'm like, okay, I want to lose weight. I give myself like 2 or 3 months, but if I'm consistent in that thing and I start it, sooner or later, after 3 weeks, it will become a lifestyle. That's something. And then even after that 3 months, when I start, losing the weight, I start seeing myself. That's how it become a lifestyle. It started as a goal, but then it progressed to a lifestyle. So it's like you can't just start something and be like, oh, it's a lifestyle, because it's hard, especially when you haven't start something, you haven't, it's about the mindset, and that's why they say like the mindset is a very powerful thing. So if you can switch your mindset and then you can see the end results, you can have the reason why you're doing it and the motivation, then eventually it become a lifestyle. Because a lot of stuff we didn't just start it making a lifestyle, so it started as a goal, like, okay, let me accomplish this. Or when a kid can come in school, like, oh, I want to get an A. Then you're like, oh, I got an A. Okay, I can do this. Okay, let me start studying more. Then it become your life. Before you know it, your whole school year, you started getting an A, and then you like, oh, wow. It changed. It become you. Because certain habits, as you start doing it every day, it become part of you.
It takes,
that's
is
why.
it 28 days for a habit to 21?
That's
Okay,
I
there you
said,
go.
3 weeks. So once you do that, it become a part of you.
Let me tell you what can actually be a lifestyle is that medication that you be drinking. Because let me tell you something, especially when it comes to health, we don't talk about it enough as Black people, which is sad. It's like, it's like what we talk about Abraham, Moses and anger. Moses came from a line of people that had anger issues. He did. So, but because he followed God, I probably thought maybe he didn't need to work on it and stuff. But you see how God has destroyed, but you don't do anything. Because for real, like Christians are the most unrealistic people I know. Like, because some of us are going to hear all these things about mindset shit, and then next Tuesday we want to have the same conversation. Somebody want to pull me to the side and be like, "What's the session?" I'm like, really? Like, were you not here last week? Was I here by myself? You understand? Were you not here what Pastor Frank said? Like, so this whole hours we spent here was in vain. But I just stayed home and covered myself up. I mean, it was cold. So this is nice weather to sleep, by the way. You understand?
Yeah, it is
just imagine a cup of hot tea.
I know, that was me today.
You understand? Cup of hot tea on your couch, bundled up. I mean, even on your bed, my God. And then LA, you open your windows and you mistakenly put on the fan. So you now miss it and now keep it. And the next day we're having the same mindset about getting in contract with God and and stuff like that. No, next week you're coming for a result. And,
Help us,
okay,
Jesus.
I practiced it. This is it worked out for me. Now what's next? So I'm
Amen.
coming next week now, eager to what Pastor Frank has to say,
Amen.
or Pastor IJ has to say. Right?
Amen.
Because I tried this few days and it worked.
Amen.
So what will actually make you go from goal to lifestyle quick is that bag of medication, because they'll hit it, and you're in the right country. I'm telling you, just go to the hospital like pop, before you know it, my sister is 3, it's 5, it's 6. And then your life is dependent on that. That
Wow.
For real. If you really want to really put into perspective, like, I don't have to do what I'm doing now. After all, I look nice. You understand? Like I don't even like the way my legs look anymore because I have this I remember when I was young. When I was young, I used to laugh at people who went baji. Now working out has given me the baji. Yeah. So now when I look at my before pictures when I had hot legs and now that I have a baji, I don't like it.
Oh my God.
But it's either keep those hot legs and when you get to my mom's stage, you all see how my mom walks, right? It will be I'm pulling my son, I'm pulling my legs, and don't forget my bag of medications that I drank just to be able to pull my legs. So it's either you voluntarily do stuff or by force do stuff. You either respect your husband and respect your wife and have a good marriage, or go through madness and get divorced. Then welcome to the club, because people think it's green on the other side. Oh, I'll just leave. I'll take my kids. I've been through it. It's not easy on any party. It's either. So it's either you take care of your health now. For me, and this is what has made a lifestyle for me. Do it now or do it later. But either way, you're going to do it. Yeah, and later is going to be medication. These people drag you in the hospital. And so now if you want to travel to Congo, you have to put doctor's appointments on your menu. Because you understand, you have to make sure you put your schedule around. No, it's not your portion if you don't eat right now. Yeah. You understand? If you don't eat the right food, you'll drink the right medication eventually. So that's what makes it like good. Just like athletes and stuff that work out, and it becomes a lifestyle. If you think about the millions, come on now, the fame, the your mom that you get to put in a house, your dad. You'd be very foolish. What did Dennis Rodman say? That he was always around drugs. but for some reason he was never motivated to be around drugs, and he was in the midst of drugs and he was dribbling when somebody saw him and said, "Come." You understand? So that was the goal. Now we look at him looking all rough and all, looking very questionable. He's never tasted drugs in his life, but he grew up around it, right?
Yeah.
So all those that were senseless enough or wanted to experiment, where are they today?
Right.
And where is he? So sometimes we really have to like discipline ourselves, like us Christians too, like Christians. Oh my God.
Help us, Jesus.
Like Jesus, help us, like seriously. If you knew that every time you came here that you're going to go back with $50 check, people won't be missing service. So someone like a 50. Let's not even talk about 100 or more than that. People won't be missing church now. There are people that are home watching us that are falling asleep. There are people that won't even tune in because they're too tired to even tune in online and do Tuesday service. You understand? So now you wonder why you get a certain result and that other person gets a certain result. So let's stop that. It's even as much as even reading a book and stuff. Like, let's stop that. Like, seriously. A goal, a lifestyle, you can make anything a lifestyle. The same way you make lying and gossiping a lifestyle. You understand? The same way. I know people that, hey, you're tired from work and you're crying, you can hardly breathe, about that call has to come. You have to do that in 2 hours. Hey, man, no. Don't be saying now, woman. What's type of gossip to do?
Oh, Lord.
And then you're looking at all the anime Libra. So I can easily make you wallow in your foolishness. So they're like talking, I'm like, you're wonderful, very perfect. That could happen to you as fine as you are. And in my mind, I'm like, sorry. If I were you, I wouldn't listen to you. I'm sorry.
Not that call. I do.
One even as far as today, praising her, his sister, and I was like, is it his sister? I said, Nigeria. I was like, ain't that wonderful girl? Hey, Jesus, you don't say. Hey, my mind, I say foolish people. Foolish people. That one you're gossiping about, you can't even compare it to. Hey, when I saw this, I was like, go for people.
Sorry.
I was like, just that's the way you make life wickedness in life. It's a lifestyle. Yes. But the way that's the way you can develop, certain kind of habits and all. Like for instance, training kids to go to potty train, it takes 1 day. To potty train a child takes 1 day. Bring her 24 hours. Every 2 hours, take that child to the restroom. By the next day, when they tickle on themselves, they know. Their body has, like by the next day when they take, what you're trying to do the day after is to maintain what you taught that child in 24 hours. You understand? Yeah. So praise God.
Good life hacks. Okay, you Spencer. Give me a say something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think there are things that still go, that's still not like a lifestyle. Like when you say they go to build a house, that's a goal. So when you build a house, it's a goal. And then, there's something you said that I kind of feel when you said when people do exercise, they have yam leg, and I don't think it's true.
You come and see my leg now.
No, I said so. Everything, No, I think, and like what Sister Obi was telling you, you're trying to put your children through that. Like that's what we're talking about, mindset. And some things even the fear of it alone, you're even like start having it even before it comes. Like I think in the Bible when Job said, "The things I fear."
Yeah.
So those children, like what she was telling you, you're stopping them. You don't even know if it's those things that will put them on the high rise.
Yeah.
You're telling your child not to run. If she's running here and they call her to go, like even
Olympics.
Do you understand? Because sometimes it might be something, it's that gift that it's not everybody that can run. Some people want to do it. Growing up, I was supposed to be doing basketball. My parents taught me. And today when I'm looking at it, I know some people like, I was supposed to, like, I do play basketball.
I expect you to be tall.
I said, I even did it in school, but when it affected me, like, I think I went to present my school at one time. I didn't take the first term exam and everything. And then when they said they're going to divide my result into 3, I didn't know what to tell my parents because, they already expecting it to come back with some result. Now the school is telling me they're going to divide my result 3 into 3 places, and I took only 2. I have to first start telling my mom that this semester I didn't read very well, but I couldn't like have the effort to tell that I went to do sports, So I think you should not let them do that. And then saying you have no.
You did as we done.
Yeah, but please don't do that because
My
we,
grandchildren, I won't continue.
Don't
yeah, African parents, we do have a way of doing that to our kids.
Yeah.
So allow them be what they are going to be, you know, because you saying you have muscles and everything, like what she said. Some people are praying to have toned body.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's what we come to say. That sometimes we don't really appreciate what we have.
Yeah.
You understand? Some people can pay. Like I know, like now sometimes I have to put a band on my hand because you want your hand to be firm, and someone is now crying that she doesn't want that. So most times we should learn to say, God, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You know, you look good the way you say. And saying that, you know, like what you're saying that we doing exercise because we're avoiding it. It's good to do all those things. But the thing we still have to know is it's still God that have the final say.
Yes, it's true.
There are
But you
people that
gotta help yourself.
yeah, you have to do your own, but that doesn't mean that's the way it is. You understand? There's some people that do exercise too, and they still like start having I know some boxers start having one diseases and the exercise can cause.
Yes.
You know, so it's good to do everything, you know, in moderation and still pray about it because still God that will still put a stop. You know, like say you're doing exercise doesn't guarantee you future.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Just like the prophecy that Victor got, right?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, by
They
the
said-
football.
They said no.
No football.
No
Yeah.
football.
Because
Because
he
my son tried to do that.
yeah,
Like
football
that.
it was not for him.
Yeah.
So it's like to prevent what's gonna come. You know, by the end of the day, if they want to do, that's on you. But like they already gave you, so.
So we should be able to, you know, everything is just balancing life because some footballers, most of them, their career end even at their starting point.
Yeah.
Because if you have an injury,
Concussion.
in mind, that's it for you and everything. So everything should still be what we're saying that in everything, pray. Do everything you want to do, like live your life and everything. You know, it's good to do exercise, it's good to pray. You know, but it's not for us to like tell our kids, don't do this because I'm like this, I don't want it to be like that.
Yeah.
Those are things that will even
Discourage.
propel, like, you don't know even somebody will see that person, that's what I want in life.
Yeah.
So this life is just not, we say life no balance at all, but it's not like life, it's just that what we have is not what another person wants.
Yeah.
You know, some people will even pray to be like her. You understand?
Yeah.
Some people's prayer point or goal is to be
Yeah.
like her. Now she
Right.
she wants body. Come and take some of my own hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, you know what we like? You have to drink for you to slim down. You know, I don't think
But that's the thing. Though. That's the thing, though. Seriously, there's some big women that I see, and I'm like, why? I wish you could see yourself through my eyes. You're so beautiful and so sexy. Makes no sense. Why would you want to change that? Maintain what you have. Why are you killing yourself? Why are you drinking? You know, eat food. Eat 3, 4, 5 times a day, but eat in moderation.
Some people don't
Work
have
out.
self-control.
Even if you don't work out, take a walk 15 minutes. You won't even say 30 minutes a day, 15 in the morning, 15 at night. Do help yourself, move your body and stuff like that. You understand? Like you're so beautiful the way you are. Everybody cannot be bones. I've seen people that lost weight and I was like, where are you? I told one of my friends, I was like, who is a kid? He got the feature, see a film, I go, this is dry, your head got bigger. He was like, I said, I knew you were never my type. Yes, I was like, I was not attracted to fat guys. Now I knew you were never my type. There's just something about you. Stay the way you are, stay fresh. They say you started looking sick, next time shrinking, and now head eventually how you lost it. I was like, oh, I said it. You know, like beauty
How
comes
do
in
you
different
lose it,
shapes
like
and
How do you lose it?
Like Grace.
Eh?
How do you lose weight? Seriously.
See, if you lose it now, you're going to just maintain your sexiness, right? And you're good with you can become fat. But this one is like God created all of us in different ways. Just keep your tongue is not for everybody.
Like
low
what?
Bottom tongue, you know,
Oh.
like tongue. Like low bottoms is not for everybody. You understand? High waist is not for everybody. Like this denim and denim trend, it's not for everybody. Just know your. That's why I love Ghanaian actresses. Oh my God, I don't care what they look like. I've never seen an ugly one. Their eyes will be this big, lips this big, you know. But somehow they just they know how to dress themselves and carry themselves so well.
Packaging.
Yes.
Prophetess always said.
Yeah, that too. Then when they now try to package, it's even better. You understand? Like, it's just beautiful, natural beauty and stuff.
Can I say something about a plant-based diet? Okay, should I?
Yes.
On camera or off camera?
On. We need to edit it.
Yes, people might need it.
It might be a little helpful.
Yes, it's helpful to me.
So, yeah, I know everyone has had the stories where, and I'll end with the soup song, where I think this conversation is good because they're off camera, so to speak. And I worship mode, so the same reality we can learn from. So that's what I wanted to continue being about. So, with working out, I'm someone that prefers to work out my fridge first. Before I go to the gym, I work out my body.
Yes.
So, and my workout starts with the fridge. What am I buying? Am I eating clean? Eating clean means eating clean things, like oatmeal, nothing else. Later, a sandwich, egg, or whatever, done. That's it. Coffee. So it's clean. It's not I kind of this one, hot soup, like,
At all times.
So.
Well, you know how I feel about all this.
One morning, some pap, mix it in, and then later you want some cereal. So all these different things that are going on with your morning, it's not clean. Okay, so I like to eat clean. Now, what I realized is all the working out of the world, all the exercise didn't change my weight.
It's the food.
So it's the mentality of the food. Right?
The food.
The kind of food. Most foods are not nutritious. Like bread is bad for you. Rice is bad for you.
Pasta.
Meat is bad for you. Fish is bad for you. Dairy is bad for you. At my age, by the way. Not for that. For me, those things are bad for me. So I did a detox for 28 days. In that time, I only lost 9 pounds. But the lifestyle that was required of that detox was that there would be no cooked food. And that's hard to do. For 30 days, trust me, you don't eat one egg for 2 weeks, you realize how much you they get to a point where I took the over testimony egg. So, but I try to be good. It's hard to do because there's no milk, there's no bread, there's no rice, there's no fish, there's no meat. There's no swallow. No Kevin near swallow. So, and the drink is from hell. The drink tastes so crazy. If I couldn't make it a drink, run away from the kitchen. Because no, you smell it, you drink it. So, but it was 2 different concussions, and especially made for you $140. It lasts 28 days. So, but my body changed in those 38 days. I began to sleep so well. Like, so that's it wasn't my weight now. It's not about even looking healthy. Just to sleep got corrected. That part I was so happy about. So by doing this little detox and changing my lifestyle for a little bit, something big can actually happen. And for me, sleep is important because I stress, I drive. So thinking does something, I need quality sleep. So once the sleep changed, I was like, wow, this works.
Yeah.
Then I can now spend more time understanding why. Because I'll be awake from midnight when you're supposed to sleep. I'll be awake till about 3, 4 if I get to sleep. I best sleep down to then 4, 5, 6, prayer line after prayer line, I might sleep up to about 9 and start my day. So it wasn't good quality sleep, and I'll pee all the time. So it wasn't good, bad sleep. And so I started eating no later than 6 or 7. But if I eat at night, I eat just fruits, like pawpaw.
Yeah.
I like fruits, I like tangerines, I like all those things. And salads will fill me up quick, right? So during that raw diet phase of that detox, I wasn't really raw, I was still eating fish, but I wasn't eating too much meat. I started from dairy for real, like no milk, no cheese. I wasn't doing that, but I was cheating every now and again with them. On Sunday, we eat chicken here, right? And I would do my chicken, I would usually cheat on Sunday, right? But what I want to put in people is this. Every disease that happens to you happens because of sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah.
Sugar is
Noted. Noted.
So sugar is a major killer. Now, I'm not saying the sugar that you put in your tea and your coffee. I'm saying that almost everything you eat has sugar. Even the apples and the strawberries, You add up the white flour, the rice, they all convert to sugar. And so that's from sugar the real. But if you can't fight the sugar yet, that means kill the sodas. I drink soda, but I must add twice the amount of soda with water. So if I buy iced tea from McDonald's, I make them put this much iced tea, this much water. I just get a hint of the iced tea. Like the sweet tea doesn't really appear. So I kill the sugar with water in kind of Sprite. If I want the Sprite flavor, I break twice the water to dump on the Sprite before I drink it. So I get a hint of the Sprite. So one of the things people should really try to do is number one, eat clean. Like, I don't eat chicken. I try not to eat chicken anymore. The chicken, American chicken is bad.
American chicken is really bad.
So I eat New Zealand lamb and that's it. New Zealand lamb and goat. Those two I want to stick to because I just, well, it's there in the store. It's just a little expensive. A little bit. And more. No, it's not treacherous. A lamb, okay, you can get it. But see, US beef, US chicken, I avoid. Because there's hormones in them, there's different things
Too
going
much,
on.
make it
But you
big.
can't really
Make
put
it
too much
big.
hormones in the goat because it's hard to get the goat to begin with. And lamb is from New Zealand, right? So those are the two meats that jump on my system, right? Just that's if you need to eat the meat, make it clean. And then what will happen is your body will begin to change and the weight will drop off naturally without, but the weight,
That's the lifestyle we're talking about.
right, it becomes a lifestyle. But you need some help. My help was that it corrected my sleep. That was my motivation to say this works and more, so. And then when you're working out, it's not so much be too intense to the workout. It has to be mental. The body you
Find
want
what works
to
for you.
want to have, and then dressing up to like looking good helps your body, helps your mind. Because if you're not optimal in the way you present yourself, you won't be eating right. You'll be, and then you gotta make time for that meal. Some people eat in a hurry, or they eat chunk because it's not an option. You gotta wake up and physically see the food that you eat, right? Is I always tell Angel and Nina, you can cook in the kitchen and serve yourself some food, but the real skill is meal planning
Yeah.
for the week and planning what you will
Yeah.
buy to cook in the house. That's actually that's the real deal.
Yeah.
Now you can cook nonsense you want, but it's just knowing that you randomly life will not select what you eat.
Yeah.
I never randomly pick something. I'm aware of what's in the house and how I have to eat it to live, not to die. If not, you buy junk food every day. Yeah, you just buy junk every day. Because I forgot to do this day, you buy junk. You buy junk. The junk lives around you. For me, I avoid the junk by planning what I will eat, by being intentional, by eating clean.
Amen.
Just like not having rubbish in your closet.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have too many clothes.
That's what we're doing
Never
now.
wear rubbish.
Yeah. Nah, you play just played, right? So, but seriously, I was talking about Kirika today, right? When I went back to Nigeria in 12th January, I could not find one new pair of shoes. Every shoe was a Kirika. That's used. Thrift store shoes.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, I'm walking around trying to find a store. A boutique. You go to boutique, every t-shirt that's used. Or sorry, you can buy the Balenciaga, you can buy those new prints, right? But you want to buy like a regular Nike, you will see it. You see used Nike. You will never see a brand new Nike. Like it's just you have to buy them from China. It's just not available. So I said to myself, there's at least $10,000 worth of clothes in our house right now that we need to give to Goodwill. I want to give it to someone in Nigeria instead. Instead of Goodwill down here where nobody cares. Yeah, but he is banned. He is even banned to export to Africa. That's what I heard, to Nigeria. But there's so much use for that. Because last year I gave away 26 seats to Goodwill. And this morning I played about 10 I want to give away. But I won't wear them anymore. And there's no space to put them. So I want to give them to a gentleman that can enjoy it. Even if you don't pay me. But so now we got to try and sell it here on campus here or ship it. So because I know Obi, for instance, has so many clothes, just 1,000 shoes. But and it's not good for those shoes to be with you. Because you have 400 shoes in the house, what's the point? You gotta give them away. But I wish you give them and get a check or something too. So okay, that's it. Where are they?
I feel like we should do this like often. Literally, one day we should, because like really, I don't know why it struck a chord. That whole goal thing, it just messes people up. Like when we come to diet, and people are starving themselves, there are correct ways to do stuff. Just like what you were saying, like first of all, start from your fridge, because I'm a late night eater, and I don't. Nobody has that willpower. If I come to my fridge in the middle of the night and I see a Coke, I know it's going to hurt my stomach because I'm very intolerant of sugar and stuff. But guess what? I'm going to drink it. I don't care what you say. I won't even feel guilty about it. So guess what? I'm not going to put that Coke in my fridge. Because first of all, not only am I allergic, I have kids who will not stop drinking and they know their stomach. They're in the middle of the moment, I cooked all night. So what do you want me to do? Please close my door. Thank you very much. You understand? So I won't have that in my fridge. But if we have to just start having some type of love affair with food, not like the kind of relationship we have, because you're supposed to eat often, like at least 3, 4, 5 times, but small meals. Enjoy whatever it is that you like to eat, right? Because it's on your plate doesn't mean it has to be finished. Like we make our kids do. Oh yeah, finish that food. No, that child is full. Then it goes down to habits, and then it grows and it grows and it grows. For instance, a pregnant woman is not eating crazy and acting all sluggish until they confirm I'm pregnant. As soon as they confirm I'm pregnant, all the sicknesses in the world and all the long throat comes. They say it's pregnancy. You have long throat, it's not pregnancy. Then you forget that you will lose that weight later. Now you're getting the why it was depressing you. But for 6 weeks you didn't know you were pregnant, you didn't have cravings. You understand? Soon as you now confirm I'm pregnant, hey, it's true. My back. It's all in the mind.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hot pepper soup.
You understand? And then there's one. Let me give you this guy. These guys one, and I hope they're not alive. I don't care because I don't really like that cousin's wife anyway. So this is my cousin's wife. I came to my house one time. She was pregnant. I'm one of those people that I saw that picture from the airport. I just think that this one was a negative. I didn't like her. It was just a no. I hope she sees it too. You understand? So I didn't like this girl. So the next thing, and I noticed that my cousin's wife. My cousin has one throat. What is my cousin? I can't throw him away. But you, the wife, you want to come and join the long throat. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I would still like my cousin. So one day, my ex-brother-in-law called me. They were cooking. So they invited me for lunch. I didn't know my cousins would have heard that I was going for lunch. By leg, knock out. And I told my ex-husband, I said, oh, Philip, I'm my dear. Felix, they're ready for them coming. Then if I could get to the house, I heard a knock. I had not even got to my chair. And then I said, hold on, no one, let me go and get here. I went to there with my cousin. Hey, I said, we are Ike. Who invited you? Then I said, Chi. I said, that's the problem I have. Dinner, Chi, that's so sad. You guys have no truth. I cannot even go for dinner, eat lunch in peace. And I said, I should say to why did me that she's pregnant. I said, I'm not pregnant in my life. Long throat, why did me go and buy food and cook in the house? Because we were staying in my house at the time. I met my sister-in-law, my ex-sister-in-law, we were like maybe 6 houses down. I was so mad. My brother was like, HMI is okay. The wife was like, but they have long throat now. I was like, tell me, say it loud so you can hear and go home. He did not mind that we're calling him. He still came in. He came with a plate. You understand? Really? I just came to have conversation and eat. He needs some wine did me. I said, it's not about wine did me. Wine did me is like you have long throat in food, have long throat in everything, and that's your long throat. The wife is not even controlling it. The wife is even helping the long throat. Children long throat, husband long throat, wife long throat. You understand? I took my food and I left. And I was waiting for him to come back home. And he just wanted to continue the shameless argument. I said, we go and get that long throat to my food. Why need him? If it's one, don't buy the food now. Why is it why him? So, and then we do like, look, hey, she's pregnant. It's not pregnant, it's long throat. Especially we women. Because it's in your plate doesn't mean you have to finish it. I used to eat until my stomach is burning because the food is already there. And then I heard my pastor say, my white pastor say one time, the wife was like, have you noticed the pastor is losing weight? The pastor was like, yeah, like even little things like when I go to restaurants now, I don't keep eating until I'm sick. You eat to be well, eat. And I was saying, so that's why I get sick when I eat. That's how I stop eating. So people will understand, and balance the relationship between
Yeah.
food and you understand. It's small. And not eat swallow by 10 p.m. I wonder how swallow eat. Eat it around 7.
Right.
Eat proportionate. So that way you have like 5 hours, 20, 30 minutes, to walk around and stuff and digest. Then that way you go to bed, your stomach is happy, you're happy, you wake up in the morning, you're happy, you understand what I'm saying? So I think we need to have a conversation.
We need 4 hours for the food to do.
Oh, 4?
Yeah, 4 hours for the food to digest before you go to bed.
All right. On that note, let's have a good night, people.
Good night.
Tears of life.
I wish you could see some people over there sleeping. Their names
That's
are
Nicholas and Zion.
No, it's this one here, this auntie here.
Yes,
This man.
Tears of life, please. And thank you all for coming. Allstarschurch.com is the website. Gabby,
Like,
IG, Boston.
subscribe, and share.
Yes, subscribe, share, like. Give her the channel too. Subscribe to the channel.